Hello students. So we have recently completed our chapter of Age of Guptas, and now in this class, in this lecture video, we are going to discuss about our topic, that is new chapter from history, that is South India and the Cholas. So we all know which area is known as South India. So when we talk about South India is the area that is the peninsular India lying below the areas of Narmada, Tapi river and below Satpura ranges. So when we talk about this particular area, in the last chapter we had discussed that this area was ruled by Satavahanas. So after the decline of Satavahanas, this area was ruled by Vaktas. After the Vakta empire here, this area was divided into several territories, small kingdoms. Now, when we talk about these small kingdoms, in the areas of Godavari, there were Chulukyas. Below Krishna and above Kaveri river, means to the north of the Kaveri river and south of the Krishna river, there lies two kingdoms, the Pallavas and Cholas. Cholas lie near the Kaveri and Pallava lies near the Krishna river. Next is, below Kaveri river, there were two important kingdoms. On the west, it was Chira kingdom, and on the east, that lies a Pandya kingdom. Now, when we talk about our topic, that is South India and the Cholas, here we have to give a special reference to the Chola kingdoms here. But we first of all we need to understand about the kingdoms of Chalukya, Pallavas and Pandyas. So let us begin with these kingdoms, Chalukya, Pandya and so beginning with Chalukyas. Chalukyas was the kingdom that was ruling along the areas of Godavari river. So the region that was Chalukya was ruling was known as Vadapi, and Plakshin II was the important ruler of this Chalukya dynasty, who have ruled from 608 AD to 642 AD. Now, most important thing about this Chalukyas are, under the Plakshin II, the Chalukyas were in the great power. The Chalukyas were in the great economic stability as well as political stability. But when we talk about the above-lying kingdom that was of Harshvardhana, above the Chalukyas there, in the north of the Chalukyas were the kingdoms of Harshvardhana. So Plakshin II was able to withdraw the forces of the Harshvardhana. Now moving ahead with the next kingdom, that is Pallavas. Now when we talk about Pallavas, the important ruler of Pallava was Narasimhavarman, who have ruled upon Pallavas in 630 to 668 AD. Now what is the importance of Narasimhavarman? It is that he built many temples. Among which 8 rathas of Mahabalipuram is famous one. Among these 8 rathas of Mahabalipuram, the largest ratha was Dharmaraja Ratha, which was built by Narasimhavarman in the 7th century, which is automatically clear from his time period. Now when we talk about Pallavas, the Pallavas were the great empire kingdoms of the South India, but these were overthrown by the Cholas. So that is why we are going to discuss Cholas in a different section, because of the great importance of the Cholas in the upcoming years after this. So next kingdom that we need to understand is Pandyas. Now when we talk about Pandya's capital was Madurai, and the important king of Pandya kingdom was Raja Simha II. Now again, the Pandyas were also overthrown by the Cholas in the 10th century, although it was much later, but they were overthrown by Cholas. So from here we could conclude that the Cholas were gaining importance. They were gaining great importance as they have defeated the Pallavas and they have defeated the Pandyas, and even though they were able to defeat the powerful kingdoms of Chalukya and other important kingdoms of that particular area. So this was all about the important small kingdoms of the South India, and in the next video we will be starting our next topic, that is from the Cholas. Now in the next video we will talk about Cholas, the great important kingdom of the South India. Till that, goodbye, stay home, stay safe.